your name is Madison and you don't go by Mads, you're doing it wrong.
And
It's so fun.
I agree. And every girl goes by Maddie now. So you can differentiate from all the Maddies out there. And like, I'm Mads. Yeah, it sounds more adult. Uh, John, what? So people assume she's a bitch because of the way she looks. I mean, that's an all-time humble brag, right?
Yep. Yep. I see how you got there.
Yeah. Does that work with guys? Like people assume I'm a jerk because I'm good looking. I feel like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
guy kid
I'm,
doesn't really
I'm,
check out.
I'm tall, therefore I'm a jerk, or I'm these damn high cheekbones. Everyone just thinks I'm dumb. No, no. So yeah, she's born and raised in South Florida. Sounds like she just grew up in the industry. So seems like a ton of fun.
Oh yeah.
Um, I think she was quote unquote not opposed to screwing the crew, and she does not have high standards. Enter Gary.
Gary.
Yeah, I
Enter
mean that
Gary.
is honestly that is like they were like when she sent that tape in, there she's like, yeah, no, you're in. Like I don't know what else to tell you.
But she has more confidence, I feel like, than like a Sydney or an Ashley. Or
Which I
like
love because
more
I love. Yeah,
more real confidence than like an Ashley. So
yep,
she's gonna torture Gary because he's not gonna have all the power
yep.
like you did with Ashley and Sydney. Yeah, no, that's gonna be. I can't wait for them to meet. Yeah.
It should be fun. And then we've got Lucy. So she's from Wales, which I've been watching that soccer show
Oh,
with
I watched it.
Ryan Reynolds and John McElhenney,
Rob
Ron McElhenney.
McElhenney. Yeah, I watched that last summer. Welcome to Wrexham. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. So that's what I know. I'll tell you anything I learned on that show is just about the only thing I know from Wales. So
Courtney from Ned, also from Wales.
I didn't learn anything about Wales in that statement. So no, she's got a bubbly personality and enthusiasm to make her a perfect fit for the interior team.
All blondes.
Yep.
Does Daisy have blonde hair? She's like dirty blonde or light brown.
Sean, you and I have had this conversation 1 million times. I don't my brown starts so light that people say it's blonde still.
So
So like I I
do you
think
think I have
you
brown hair?
I think you have brown hair and everyone says you have blonde hair.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing. I'm not colorblind. I am like I, I just to me when I look at your hair I'm like that's like light brown hair, but the answer is
Yeah.
it's you have blonde hair.
I respect that. So you have like definition brown hair.
A definition brown
Because
hair.
there's a lot of people with black hair that claim to be brunettes. I'm like, that's a different color.
Yeah.
That's black. I don't. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm with you. So we're thinking Daisy actually has light brown hair,
I think so. Yes.
but Madison, Lucy,
Oh yeah. Blonde.
Alicia are
Yeah.
all blondes. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So, I mean, it sounds like a very good interior team. Daisy's very happy with them so far. Um, Camera looks good on them. Camera looks good on everybody on this crew, by the way.
Yeah. Dude,
So, I mean, I don't have nothing else to say. I was just going to go into Chase and Alex, two great looking dudes.
the girls love Alex.
Yeah.
Daisy even made a comment.
Yeah. So Alex, originally from Wisconsin, he lives in South Florida now. Was he the one who said he wanted to retire? No, Chase wants to retire by the time he's 30, right?
Good luck, man. What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. But no, I honestly Chase and Alex kind of interchangeable at this point to me. Both just two good looking dudes that are probably gonna have some form of a bromance and are gonna be both good deckhands. I think Chase who was the one who stayed on lates this episode? Was it Alex or Chase?
Oh, I don't really. So because there's no anchor watch.
But somebody was on late. I think it was Alex,
And Chase
and then
complained the next
Chase.
day that
Yeah,
there was a big mess. Yeah.
exactly. So I do like to see that there's not really a power struggle here, but it does seem like Chase may be a little bit more work dedicated. But again, this is a small sample size, so we'll see what
Well,
happens.
Chase is from the hospitality center of the South, Charleston, South Carolina.
Yep,
I don't. I mean, that probably checks out. I feel like there's a lot of hospitality happening in Miami and New
tons.
Orleans too.
It's
So
all about that hustle, man. Yeah.
yeah, I'll take his word for it. Yeah, I. So both these guys are single. Alex is going to hook up with some of the girls. You think Chase has a chance?
Probably.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Maybe with Lucy. I could see it.
I mean, this could just be a spider web, man, if you try to connect all these dots. So it might be a fun season.
I think so.
That's really all I have for the new people. I don't know if you want to get into crew rankings. We can talk about the guests. The only thing I'll really say about the guests, it sucks that they're not getting off the dock. They are so far handling it very well that they're not getting off the dock, or at least not complaining publicly. It does seem like if they find out the next day that they're not going to get off the dock for the rest of the charter, I don't know what you do here. Like, I feel like you have to give some form of like a credit or like a comeback. Like what are we doing here? Like this isn't an expensive hotel. That's just like you could have got the best hotel in the city and probably rented out a floor for the same thing that you're getting here. So I think it's kind of a bummer. There's 8 of them, which is way too many for this boat.
That's a lot. That's a full boat. Poor Glenn's trying to like avoid them because
Yeah.
that does suck. Like having to tell these people like, by the way, we're not leaving the dock. This is gonna suck. And look, Alex sees them on the tender ride. Like it's what you're getting in the ocean. It's fun. It's not the same though.
Yep.
You're in a little boat. I don't know. What'd you think of their dinner? Looked good. The EDM party.
EDM party. I like how they during the daytime the setup looked terrible. At night it
Yeah,
looked great.
just, that's like a lot of things. So
Yeah, fair.
that's like every club. So that kind of checks out. Daisy was smart, making everyone kind of dress up and do makeup.
Yeah.
That was the right move. She knows the charter guests love Alex too, so like getting him up there. I don't know.
Shirts were off. I mean,
Shirts were off. Yeah. Trying to think anything else about the charter so far. Yeah, I mean the food looks good, and that's really it,
yeah, I mean,
right?
what can we say about a charter that doesn't go off the dock? Like, there's nothing there. I mean, that's it. That's it.
Do you call the yacht? I feel like you call the yacht broker and demand some sort of money back.
Oh, yes, you do. I
Because
mean, there
you're not
is
using
like
the gas.
there's an expectation that like I think weather you probably don't get money back,
Right. Yeah.
but
That's act of
I
God.
think yeah, but I think it's just like the airlines, right? If your flight's delayed 4 hours because of weather, you're not getting a penny from the airlines. If your flight's delayed 4 hours because there's no phalange on the plane, um, you're gonna get a little something, right?
Yes. It, it is kind of ridiculous. Like it's the first charter of the season and the boat doesn't work.
Yeah.
That is
I
pretty insane. Yeah. So they have every right to complain.
oh yeah. Sean, let's get into crew rankings, man.
Want to do it? Let's do it.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll leave it to you. I'll kick back and tell you where I agree or disagree, but lay it on me here. So we got initial crew rankings.
Initial rankings. Number one is Daisy. I look. I've gone back and forth about who's the most important person in the show. Is it her or Gary? That's debatable, but I think it's Daisy. I still do.
Yep.
There's she's the rock of the show. She's the narrator. She's the main character, and I don't think this show would be as successful as it is without her. And look, whatever, normal episode from her, but still great. I love not doing second or third stew this season. They're both
What are they
junior
just
stews.
junior stews? That solves all problems.
For now, who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
I could see what's her name? Mads trying to become second stew.
Okay.
But for right now, I think that was the right move.
Yeah.
John, number two, this is gonna be a shocker. I've got my dude Alex.
What are you doing here? The guy's been on for
Well,
a hot minute.
I did it. He Daisy said, "Hey, let's take the charter guest and the tender, and let's have Alex go with them because he's really good looking." That was said tonight.
Yep.
I think this guy's gonna be a threat. I think from the previews we get a little bit of this. Gary's threatened by Alex. He's literally threatened by Colin, but he's also threatened by Alex. Because I think
Fair.
Alex and Mads becomes a thing too.
Yep.
So hey, I'm just going off the first episode.
All right. All
Third
right.
third place we got Colin.
Okay.
He was temporarily promoted to first officer. That's pretty big.
Nice.
Uh
Yep.
he can't fix the engine yet, but we'll see. But you could also sense a little chemistry with Daisy when he walks on. Like they give each other a nice hug. I don't know. There's something there.
All right.
All right. Fourth place, I have Gary. Like we only get him through a few FaceTimes, but his absence was felt because the first night before the charter, there's some drinking, but they don't like party hard. Also, I still contend Gary would have helped Colin fix that boat. Like I think that boat's off the dock by the second day.
Yeah.
And John, lastly, okay, lost my train of thought. There's something else about Gary. I
Well,
don't
I think
know.
I think the big thing was usually the first night of sailing out, things get wild. First night of sailing out this time did not get wild. So I think that a lot had to do with Gary wasn't there.
Gary wasn't there, but
No hot tub action.
no hot tub action yet. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, last year, Tom got super drunk and fell off his bed.
Yeah.
No, I know, John. I think that my last thing was you alluded to this at the beginning of the episode. Gary thinks he's re-given himself COVID over and over because he's breathing into his pillow, which is just hilarious. I no further comment, but that was great.
I got the pillow variant, Sean. That is great.
I just love that. Yeah. John, fifth place, Madison. That girl's gonna be a problem.
Yep.
Gonna be a good and bad problem for Gary. Yeah, I like not going by Maddie, just going by Mads. That's very cool. Kind of like European, even though she's from Florida. And I like the humble brag too. So Madison fifth.
Mm-hmm.
I have Chase six. I think he seems like a cool guy, a little uptight, a little bit more uptight than your Gary's or your Alex's. That's you need that though. You need like
Yep.
he's gonna be a bit of a foil to Alex. So like that. Seventh place, I have Lucy. We didn't get a whole lot of Lucy this episode. We know she's from Wales. She seems lovely. I mean, do you have any other thoughts on Lucy? She seems like a good
I don't
worker,
know.
right?
Yeah, she's doing great. I feel like this was a lot about the boat, a lot about exterior. So I think she was doing turn down service, right? When Mads and Daisy were serving. So
Mm,
I'm sure as it switches, we'll see more of them.
is that a bad sign? That well, actually, no, that's just her schedule.
Yeah.
Because I think Daisy brought this up earlier. So Mads does no, Lucy does lates. So why wasn't she serving?
Oh, okay. Maybe
Seems
she was.
interesting. We'll
Yeah.
monitor that if she's being
Yeah.
shunned to just cleaning. And then John, Last place, I have Alicia. One, she's not single, only non-single crew member.
Fair.
I Alicia's. I'm still trying to figure out how to say her name. So strike two. Um, I'm worried that her personality is not going to pop off the screen. This is probably unfair, but out of everyone this season, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna get from her. Like, do you?
I mean, at some
Her
point,
food's good.
I'll say this: at some point, like, can you have too many personalities in the room? I think
Yeah. Oh
she's going to
yeah.
give us. I think she's going to give us what we need. So, I'm not like. I think this is a strong crew. So being ranked last isn't an overly negative thing, as it would be in other seasons or other iterations of Below Deck, I should say. But no, I think it makes sense. So
She
I
seems.
think we'll get enough from her.
Yeah. Like, is she gonna get into fights with Daisy? I don't see that.
Could though. It might. I mean, there's always that. Like if there's always a timing thing, right? Or a miscommunication. So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
Okay. Maybe some timing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was late to greeting the guests, which she didn't realize was a thing. I don't know. Someone had to be last. I'm
Yep.
maybe I'll hopefully I'll change this midseason. Alicia is gonna be one of my favorites, but just I don't know. You never sure with the chefs.
Yep. No, so I think it's really strong. Obviously having Alex number 2 is crazy talk.
I don't know, man. I
But
don't know.
but it is what it is. No, I think you dog Chase a little bit too. And so we'll see what happens this season though. So I like the rankings though. So Sean, do we want to get into awards? Or did we just do awards basically?
I mean,
Because
yeah.
what are we gonna sit here and be like, I don't know, you're gonna say Alex won this episode and Alicia lost the episode.
If it's just based on this episode, you'd have to give it to Alex or Colin
Yeah.
because they got most of the screen time. I feel like, right? And
Yeah.
Colin was briefly promoted to first officer.
Yep.
And I mean, the loser of the episode. I mean, Gary's not there.
Yeah. Gary's not there. You could also say the guests are the losers because they don't get off the dock. So I feel like we don't have to dive too much further into this one because honestly, I felt like we met the cast, but not a lot went on. So
No, the boat really stole everyone's thunder.
yeah. So
I
it'll
like
be
how
interesting.
I like how it's a Caterpillar engine. Isn't that like that's a construction equipment company in America?
Yeah, but
They also do engines
they probably have
for
to do engines
boats.
for like super yachts like that too.
That's interesting.
So now we know.
They have a they have
So
a they have a diverse portfolio of
there you
products.
go.
Yeah.
There you go. So all right, man, that's all I got for this episode. I'm so glad to be back for Below Deck sailing. Favorite time of year. Please follow us on Twitter, Below Deck Sean, Below Deck John, and at overboard_pod. We live tweet the hell out of these episodes. So join us there, respond, we'll ask some questions, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, everyone, thank you for listening. We'll see you guys next week. Bon voyage.